You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, got a couple of things involving Indiana Fever players that I wanted to do a video on. Number one, we got a Lexie Hall and Damaris Dantas update. And, well, good news, bad news, right? Heading into Game 3 against the Las Vegas Aces. The game is in Indiana, and that crowd will be fired up. Ryan Ruocco is calling the game, and Rebecca Lobo, thank God. If I have to listen to any more of that pro-Las Vegas Aces propaganda spitting out of the pie holes of a La China somebody and a somebody else that I don't know the name of, yeah, Rhodes, you should learn their names. F them. No, I don't want to. So anyway, I mean, I'm just, guys, you know, I'm going to keep it real. I either find it interesting or I don't. It just is what it is. So let's start here. This is by way of Chloe Peterson for tomorrow's game because Lexie Hall, I think, was having some back issues during practice today. And I was like, is this going to turn out badly? Am I about to have to watch Lexie Hall sitting next to Red Kryptonite, Chloe Bibby, and Caitlin Clark, and Sophie Cunningham in that exact order on the bench? Is she going to have to join the bench mob? No, it doesn't look that way anyway. But you always got to be concerned, hey, could this end up affecting minutes, yada, yada, yada. As expected, Damaris Dantas remains out for tomorrow's Game 3 against the Aces in concussion protocol. When did she get a concussion? I mean, we've known she's had a concussion. She's missed games because she's had a concussion. What happened exactly? I'm trying to remember what game that she could have gotten a concussion in or I mean, once again, I would love to have full transparency out of the WNBA. I mean, seriously. Lexie, who Steph White said didn't practice today for precautionary reasons, is probable with a back injury. I mean, at this point, look, how much practice does she really have to have at this point? So, and everybody is slightly banged up this late in the season. So that brings us to the next thing. Our other star on the team, not named Caitlin Clark, is Kelsey Mitchell. And she is joining Unrivaled, folks. Now, I don't know if this moves any of y'all to end up wanting to watch Unrivaled more, less. I don't know. It doesn't do much for me. I can tell you that right now. It's still 3x3 basketball, which I feel like is one of the biggest flaws with this league. Two Fever players are heading to the blue skies and warm beaches this winter. Unrivaled, a 3x3 basketball league founded by WNBA players Nafisi Collier and Brianna Stewart, who also happen to be a part of the WNBA PA vice presidents that also co-founded Unrivaled, a competitive team, a competitor of the WNBA, all up in the CBA negotiations. Just pointing that out, yeah. Announced that both Lexie Hall and Kelsey Mitchell will be playing in this league this winter. This will be Hall's second straight season playing in Unrivaled during the WNBA offseason. She won the Unrivaled championship with the Rose BC in the league's inaugural season in early 2025. Mitchell will be joining Unrivaled for the first time, staying stateside after multiple years playing overseas. She played in China for a portion of last season, but didn't return after she broke her finger and returned to Indianapolis to sign her core contract with the Fever in January of 2025. Even with the broken finger this Fever season, Mitchell had one of her best years of her career, MVP finalist, averaging 20.2 points a game, 3.4 assists, starting every game on the team that has been ravaged with injuries. Mitchell is slated to be an unrestricted free agent following the 2025 season, but she is also eligible to be cored again. The Fever gave her a $20,000 time off bonus, which limits her playing time in other professional leagues to 90 days or fewer. The Unrivaled schedule fits within those 90 days, as it will start January 5th, 2026 and end in early March, depending on the league's playoff structure. Both Mitchell and Hall have ample 3x3 experience, as they were part of the player pool for the 2024 Paris Olympics. So there's that. Catcher Season 2 on TNT, True TV, and HBO Max. So, little response from this. If you think she was hard to guard in 5x5, she's made for this. Interesting. Kelsey Mitchell in 3x3, absolute cinema. You know who also would probably do well in this league? Kennedy Carter. Yeah, just throwing that out. Just throwing that out there. Kelsey Mitchell in 3x3 is about to feed families. Is it? Is it? Are we sure? Yes, Kelsey. Thank goodness. Better than her going overseas where they don't care about a player when they are hurt. Well, okay, maybe that's true, but I know some of these overseas leagues are paying like $1 million or more. So how much better is it? I mean, I'm just pointing that out. Wow. So anyway, praying for whoever has to face her in that one-on-one tournament. No, why did she join that whack-ass league? And look, a lot of people, we're getting a lot of positive comments, but this is obviously because, well, this is the Unrivaled official feed. But you can bet it won't be nearly that positive as it starts making its way around to other places. My boy CDS the other day was not too thrilled about Lexie playing in this and got attacked online for it. I was like, yeah, that cancel him because he didn't think she ought to play in a 3x3 league and she ought to rest and recover. Well, okay, here we are talking about her having a back injury, and we're also talking about her playing in another competing professional basketball league. Just, if we're being real, 3 months from now. You know, I mean, that's been the point I've tried to make about the conflict of interest of all of it. You know? So, hey, it is what it is. Tell me what you think. Does Kelsey Mitchell and Lexie Hall joining Unrivaled get your dander all worked up? 3x3 basketball. If Caitlin Clark is not playing, and or look, if Sophie Cunningham decides to play, I mean, I might peek at it. If Chloe Bibby decides to play, I might have to. Can we get Chloe and Sophie on the same team? Question mark. Inquiring minds want to know. Then I might tune in. At least get a good quota in. Yeah, you know, I can't make any promises, but you get my point. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.